And there we are. We are here with a game for GosuLeague. We have got the Copenhagen Wolves on the Radiant side, and we've got Gamers League on the Dire side. We're going to see two matches between these two teams, and well, both teams have one game on the Dire side and one game on the Radiant side, so everything will be even. We have the last person for Gamers League now loading in, and then we will get ourselves into the drafting phase and get the show on the road. And I just have to check one thing because, of course, I forgot to change this one. There we go. And here we are, and we have everybody loaded in. So I guess we're just waiting for spectators right now because there is a lot of spectators. There's actually a lot of streams for this game. There's a French stream. There, I think there's a Russian stream even as well. So yeah, go check those out if you want to watch it in those languages. Anyway, we have got the. I hope this was the last one that's post loading. That's the downside of having so many observers. It's like it takes so long for everybody. It takes a while for everybody to load in. Oh, actually, that was indeed the last one. So we are gonna be in the drafting phase, and we are gonna see Wolves having the first ban of this game, which is actually gonna be a Queen of Pain, something they do not want to face. Actually, banning out a mid-game hero, I'm always trying to read into the bans, thinking like at least for the first for the team that has first pick, what kind of heroes, what type of heroes they are banning out. And banning out a Queen of Pain is banning out some mid-game presence. So Lone Druid, late-game presence. So far no real pattern. Just probably just heroes that I don't want to face. Lone Druid is one of those heroes that you just, it's an annoying hero to fight against. I mean, he's gonna get his farm up one way or another, and late game you're just not gonna be able to do all that much against him, or at least not against the bear bashing against your towers. We have, of course, a Lycan and a Furion banned out from Gamers League, should not come as a surprise, or at least those are the most standard bans right now for the team that has the second pickup. Let's see what the reply is going to be from Wolves. I mean, there's still a lot of heroes in that are normally banned out, like Broodmother. Broodmother actually is a bit in line of that Lone Druid. I mean, she'll get her farm up, she'll continue pushing anyway. They might ban out that one, another hero that's annoying to deal with. They actually ban out an Invoker though, so we have the Broodmother still in the pool. Maybe they want to pick it up, and we also still got a Leshrac. We still got a Naga Siren. And we had a Darkseer, but that one got banned out. And Morphling as a first pickup for Calculus. So he wants to go for... basically, he already says what he wants to go for. He already said, like, okay, you know what? We're going to go for late game. We pick up a Morphling, and we're going to have ourselves that hard carry. And hopefully... they're going to be able to keep the control on before Morphling gets big, and we'll see what heroes they're going to use with that. We have a Leshrac pickup for Gamers League. Maybe even a pretty combination with that if they wanted. I mean, for now the Shadow Demon and Sand King is still in, if you or Chaos Knight for that matter. If you want to get a combination straight off the bat, or if they want to secure a hero like a Chen or an Enigma, just a hero that they find useful regardless of the rest of their setup, that doesn't give anything away about their strategy. Maybe a solo laner, maybe something like a Windrunner. It's a fairly neutral hero. It doesn't really give that much away about your strategy. Neither does Leshrac, by the way. It is going to be a Chen, so it is going to be a jungle hero, and it does say, okay, we're going to probably push when we're about level 5, 6. We're going to have a gank, and we're going to push with that Leshrac and our Chen, and we're going to take down towers fairly fast. We'll see if they also get some security for late game. Shadow Demon and Enigma picked up by Wolves here, so Enigma in the jungle will be there to counter the farm of the Chen, and he will be able to farm faster than the Chen is farming. And Shadow Demon pickup, it is just a solid support, pretty much compatible with every hero that you can think of, also the Morphling. And of course they also kind of take it just to make sure that the Dire doesn't get it. I mean, he is a good combination with Leshrac, and they just don't want to face that one. And sorry for the cat sounds once again. I think he threw his toy out of the other side of the door. I'll pick it up later. So that's what you are hearing right now. Let's see the last pickup for Gamers League. Right now we have got a jungle hero for them, and we've got a possible support for them. So either they're still gonna pick up something that's gonna be compatible with that Leshrac, something with a direct stun or direct disable. It's always a good hero to have for that. Or we're gonna have a solo lane in the form of a Beastmaster for some anti-push perhaps, or some pushing itself, or a Windrunner. Something like that. We will see what they are going to go for. As they are going into their bonus time for this pickup. I mean, they only have 45 seconds left for their bonus time. And, well, Well, still taking their time. I mean, we still have a Naga Sirenin and a Templar Assassin and a Rubik, all those heroes that you see picked up or banned out fairly fast. I mean, I have seen a Naga Siren being banned out a lot lately, like really a lot. So it would be something to see that one picked up, but no pickup for that yet. They pick up a Tidehunter, are gonna go for the team fight capability from him. I mean, Enigma is already on the Radiant side. They have that team fight for the Radiant side, and they figure, okay, we want to have something that also secures some team fight for us. And a Tidehunter is a perfect hero to do that with. Also, just in case the Broodmother will still get picked up, Gamers League now has a counter for him. Tidehunter is a counter to that Broodmother. Let's see what's going to be the ban out for Wolves. It's probably going to be a solo lane and maybe a Chaos Knight or something. Because so far they have got Leshrac, which is a great hero, but he needs that first stun, or he doesn't need that. He doesn't really need that, but he is favorable with that initiate stun, so that Leshrac stun is going to hit regardless, and you have like double stuns. We have got a ban out from a Night Stalker. What I said earlier is about they're planning to gank and then push a tower with their Chen and with their Leshrac. Night Stalker would fit with that perfectly. I mean, he would be able to get a gank at the first nighttime around at level 6, like I said earlier, and they just don't wanna they don't wanna deal with that, because if that's a successful gank and there is a Channeler Shrek, your towers are gonna go down really fast. We have a Windrunner ban out for Gamers League, as we will see what Wolves is gonna pick up next. Oh, sorry, pick up. I mean, ban out next. If it's gonna be it's gotta be something like a Chaos Knight. I mean, there's still no carry yet on Gamers League, and we can expect one of those. Maybe even a Dragon Knight pickup from Gamers League if they can, with to counter that Morphling. We'll see though. I mean, so far they have got pushing power, but they don't really have that ganking hero that they kind of need. We have got a solo lane ban out. It is a Tinker. More pushing power would that be for Gamers League if they would have picked that one up. And yeah, Wolves, they don't want to get pushed. That's pretty clear now. They don't want to get ganked and pushed later, and they want to get pushed by the Tinker. And of course, Tinker is also a great counter pusher, just to be able to make sure that nobody gets close to their tier 2 towers, tier 1 towers, or any towers for that matter. So a solid ban out. We have got a Brewmaster ban out for a Gamers League to deny that combination with the Shadow Demon, even though I think Shadow Demon will be with the Morphling, depending on what they're going to pick up last. And Puck is picked up here by Wolves. I mean, if you're talking about having a lane where people are going to be pushing, Puck is a great anti-pusher. He won't die that often. He's got some great escapes, and his orb can counter-push fairly good. So a solid hero for them to pick up, as they did not need to think for a second or longer to pick up that hero. They knew what they want to go for, and picked it up. So good for them there. Gamers League, let's see. I mean, we still miss their carry, kinda. We still don't know if Leshrac is gonna be a carry or a support, and from the looks of it now, he's gonna be supporting the Sand King, or vice versa at least. They are gonna have a Sand King Leshrac lane. Like I said earlier, Sand King guaranteed stun, Leshrac to follow it up. It is one of those known combinations that is just a solid one to have. Of course, the counter to that combination is already on the team of Copenhagen Wolves, because that is a Shadow Demon, and Shadow Demon can just you know, when the first stun comes out, Shadow Demon can disrupt his target, unless he's of course being initiated off himself. And if it's not himself, he will be able to disrupt the target, and the second stun won't do anything, and the target will just be able to walk away. We have a Beastmaster pickup for Copenhagen Wolves, as they now have two solid solo lanes, and of course a ganker. As soon as Beastmaster is level 6, he will try to get some kills with his roar, and a dual lane for them as well, Shadow Demon and Morphling, as well as a jungle hero. So a solid lineup for Copenhagen Wolves, as we're probably gonna see Beastmaster in the middle lane, Puck on the solo hard lane, and Morphling and the Shadow Demon on the bottom lane. That's at least going to be my expectation. Let's see what the last pickup for Gamers League is going to be, because they of course they have got pushing power. They've got a laning phase with the Sand King and Leshrac. They've got tied onto team fight, but they don't really have is a counter to that Morphling. And still, they do not pick up the Morphling. They are confident that they can end this fairly early. They are confident that they can make sure that they're going to get that gold advantage before Morphling gets big, and be able to hold on to that gold advantage also. So we have a Rubik pickup. It is, of course, a great counter to the Enigma. I mean, Enigma is a hero with an ultimate that has a channeling, and a channel spell is a guaranteed pickup for Rubik. If he has his ultimate off cooldown, he will be guaranteed to pick that up, unless he's of course caught in that black hole himself, which is something that the Enigma has to make sure of. But for now, it is looking pretty solid for well, for the Rubik to be taken over those black holes, but we'll see how that's going to work out, as he will probably be going into that mid lane, as I am quite curious to see how the rest of their laning is going to be. Is Tidehunter going to be a solo mid lane? We have seen Tidehunter solo mid a couple of times, and if he's going to be solo mid versus that Beastmaster, he should be okay. But we will see how that's going to go. I am going to switch overlays so you can see the whole map, because we are going to jump ourselves into the game. There we go. We're probably going to have a pause since Copenhagen Wolves have not picked up all their heroes yet. And let's see what everybody is going to be playing on the Gamers League first. And we have got a stand-in. Fata is going to be a stand-in for the Gamers League. And there we have the pause indeed. And we have got as we can see, Shui asked for a remake up on his Rubik. Let's see what he skilled. And he skilled his null field. It's something that... Let's go. Okay, well, okay, we're gonna have a remake, short remake, so I will be back shortly with that. Yeah, it looks like Copenhagen will does not have any option here. Anyway, be right back with a new game with a remake, so we don't have the misspell from Sui. So. And I'm just gonna have this screen because, of course, we're just gonna jump ourselves into an old pick mode and then go again. And yeah, it is kinda up to the courtesy of the opponent team if there's gonna be a remake or not. And it looked like Wolves did not really agree with the remake, so I'm wondering if they're still gonna say something about that, or if they're just gonna be gentlemen and let it pass, and let Gamers League have a fresh start. Because normally, of course, you know, miskilling is something that you're already in the game, and it is a mistake it is a mistake that the game is already started. So normally there is no need for a remake, and it is really up to the opponent team to be to give the courtesy or not. Let's see, but as you can see, both teams are complete, so we'll be jumping ourselves into the game once again. There we go. We are starting. This is of course all gonna be in the VOD, because I'm not gonna do the introduction again in case you were wondering. You're not gonna see my my logo movie once again. Lucky you. I've been playing that a bit too much, I know. But it's possible, so I can. We're gonna be in an all pick phase, of course, so we will see everybody picking up their heroes, and then we will be able to see who's playing what, because we didn't really have time other than knowing that Shui was gonna be playing that Rubik, because he skilled Nullfield. That was the ones that we noticed. We have a Morphling pickup. I mean, they semi-fixed it. I mean, you can see it now who's playing what if they press the play button after picking up their hero. I believe that is the case. So we have got everybody of Copenhagen Wolves already pressing that play button. But I'm not sure if this is half bugged or half not, because lately I've been able to see it from one team, but not from the other team. So maybe that's just the case that way. We can already see who's playing what from the Copenhagen Wolves, but we'll just wait until we actually are in the game, because that's much more fun when you actually see the heroes being, with a name above there and stuff. It's a bit more clear. At least that's more clear for me. The visionary aspect of calling that out. And there we have the rest picking up the heroes too. 8 more seconds to go, and we will be going into the game, and we will be seeing who's playing what. And we are going to be on the Dire again first. There we go. So, there we go. Another one less on from Leshrac. Just like last time, it's going to be D-Curve who is going to be on the Leshrac. We're going to see Fields playing the Sand King. Sava Doom is going to be playing the Chen. Fata is going to be playing the Tidehunter, and last but not least is Shui for Gamers League up on the Dire side. Let's see who's playing what. For Copenhagen Wolves, we have got Balsam up on the Morphling on the Radiant side. The Nino is going to be playing the Shadow Demon. Dickinson is going to be playing that Enigma, who is probably going to go into the jungle, even though he is just following the Morphling around just in case they can get a first blood, maybe. if they are lucky. Everybody of Gamers League is moving towards the bottom lane, so they would be outnumbered if they do continue going there. Also, half in the jungle is Calculus on his puck. He might be the one to go to the middle lane rather than the Beastmaster that I expected to be there earlier. Beastmaster is being played by S4, and S4 already cleared out the trees, so we'll see him moving back. Oh, hello. Just gonna check here for a second. Morphling on the way out still has his weak form, but if he gets initiated on, I mean, like I said, it's a dual stun, but Morphling, even though he has a bit of slower movement speed, base movement speed than the Sand King is, it took too long for him to catch up, so he's not gonna try that. We have some German talk here. Oh well. Oh well. So we are gonna have a Sand King and Leshrac on the bottom lane, and they will be facing the Morphling and the Shadow Demon. I am kind of wondering if Chen is gonna be in that Radiance, in this Radiant jungle. He could be starting out there, maybe hoping for first blood and then go to the other worlds later because, well, even though if a Chen runs into a Enigma in the jungle, I do think Chen will have the better. If he has one of the good creeps, then he will have one of the better. But they do place, actually, this is quite surprising. This is something that we normally don't see. This is a Radiant ward, and it's blocking out creeps of the Radiant jungle. Normally you see that from the Dire jungle being done, but if they are expecting Chen to be there, then blocking out those camps is really useful. In the meantime, we have the lanes being started. Puck is going to be on his bottom lane, and he should be safe. So we have some lanes switching up here. We've got the double lane now for Copenhagen Wolves with the Shadow Demon and the Morphling in the middle lane. Enigma is going to find the Chen in the jungle here. He should be fine though, but at least the Chen stole his mini creeps. His major creep will still be taken by the Enigma unless they can deny it, which they probably can. There we go. Dickinson not getting anything in this jungle right here, maybe one creep only. But yeah, the rest of the creeps are going to be blocked, so pretty good job with the board there. Quite unorthodox, but definitely working out. S4 will be up versus Solo Tidehunter, so still the same matchup as I was expecting, but not that mid lane that I was expecting them at, but should be fine still. This puck here should be okay, just as well. I mean, he's got his phase shift. Even though if the combination comes, he might have a tough time because he can't really phase shift if the stuns line each other up perfectly. So we'll see how that's gonna go. Of course, with the orb, in theory, you should be okay. I mean, as soon as you see a Sand King or a Shrek moving towards you, then you know what can be coming. Popping up the mana potion from Savadoom. Sacrificing his experience on the bottom lane for that, but he knows he can't really do anything here anyway because the lane is too far pushed out. Chen and Leshrac could come and gank him, and he doesn't want to have that, so he's just gonna harass them instead. In the meantime, this middle lane, I mean, Rubik is gonna have a pretty tough time. One's initiation from the Shadow Demon could mean his end with the reform through and Soul Catcher there as well if he's level 2, which he is. So he's gonna have to play it very careful. Of course, he'll have telekinesis to stop the initiation from incoming, but he won't be able to get that much last hits, as we can see. As I am just gonna have this one on, I still have to pop the right order if I want this one. There we go. It's been the Sand King that's been free farming for now, most of this. He's not been interrupted anyway. I mean, Puck is waiting for the lane to be pushed back to his tower again, but Sand King keeping the lane in his direction, has 7 denies, so is doing a pretty good job. Next to him is the Morphling though, who has basically free farm here as well. First this Rubik with a dual lane. Rubik who is being harassed a bit with the Shadow Demon. I mean, he can't really go close, even if the Shadow Demon moves away from there. Oh, Puck. We have got Leshrac trying to get a stun in, but I do think Puck should be safe. We're gonna see though. I mean, he's being chased very far towards this tower, and yeah, they can't really push in there. Some blinks in on Leshrac, and it's been Enigma that's actually gone towards the Dire jungle. He thinks, okay, you know what, Chen is in the jungle. Oh, they're actually gonna dive that, but Puck's orb will be able to get him out of there, and he actually will move away from that one, and he should be safe. It will pressure the tower. I mean, like I said earlier, if this is a successful gank, which it's not a successful gank, but still they force Puck away, so they will be able to harass this tower a lot, and this tower will drop very fast. Fortification goes off to stop it a bit. Puck with the illusionary orb going through to try to stop the pushing from happening, but still the tower already down to half HP, and that's only going to continue happening if these semi-ganks or harassments keep going. Puck will be staying alive, but the tower will drop eventually. In the meantime, we have got Rubik getting initiated on. He was disrupted, he was soul caught. Can I call that soul catch? First blood. Whoa, I was not expecting that one. Enigma was in the Dire jungle. Wow, look at these two being so super low to try to take down a Tidehunter, which they actually did in the end, but still being very low because of it. And yeah, definitely good job here for Enigma coming out of the jungle to help out with that one, and the tower getting harassed as well. I mean, they won't be able to harass it that much with this tower, which is actually already gone, but they will still be able to harass it. 10 TPs down back to the bottom tower. I mean, he has been doing okay. He's in 20-0. Has not got any denies, but has been able to last hit with Anchor Smash being the first one to max out to secure those last hits, and of course also stop the harassment incoming from the Beastmaster because he's making his attack power being less. But look at that harassment, it's just massive. But yeah, Tidehunter should be fine. In the meantime, Puck is level 3 right now. He's not able to get that close to this Tri-Lane Sand King level 5 right now. So, I mean, he is just keeping on par with that Morphling. Morphling who's going to be the hard carry for Copenhagen Wolves. But Sand King definitely being close by. And this way, Gamers League is looking pretty solid for that early advantage that I talked about. I mean, they need that early advantage to be able to take on the Morphling later on. But right now, they're doing a great job with it. Definitely a great job with it indeed. Enigma in the meantime in the jungle. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. He's getting more gold than the Chen is, though. Chen is not really in the jungle. I mean, he's got a couple of creeps, but he is not really farming all that much. So, in that sense, it's gonna be Copenhagen Wolves that has more heroes farming in the jungle, as we can see. Well, even though I can't really call the Puck farming, can I? Puck who has 7 last hits, 8. Ooh, sorry, 8. But yeah, I can't really call him farming, I guess. Oh well. Still, he's getting solo experience on this lane. He's getting he's level 4 right now. He's still a bit behind. I mean, he's being harassed out of there so much, but he hasn't died yet, and that's basically all you can ask for this solo lane punch versus the tri lane with a Leshrac and a Chen. That is just a very difficult lane to deal with. We've got Morphling 1400 gold up on him. Has got the bottle as well. I do like his armor, by the way. I'm a fan. Definitely a fan. Oh, Rubik has got an invisibility rune, has picked up a recipe for magic wand, wants to go for someone, but he is going to be by himself, and he will be outnumbered because Enigma is coming out of the jungle with the smoke for that as well. They did not see him picking up that rune, so they're quite unaware of where he is right now, as they do not have any wards up anymore in this game. They only have, they have no wards. It's just been 6 minutes, so their wards have disappeared. We're going to have another tower pressured here, and it's probably going to drop in time. I mean, there's just not that much that Puck can do. He doesn't have mana for another orb. Burst Strike doesn't hit from the Sand King. But Sand King should be fine just as well. And there Rubik is back, and it's actually going to be Enigma who's being harassing on the Tidehunter again. He's trying to set up some ganks. He is level 5 still. No black hole yet. We do have a roar up on that Beastmaster who just used it up on the Tidehunter. But Tidehunter is, like we see, he is fine. And the tier 2 tower on bottom lane dropping so far. Still Puck keeping his cool. Should still be fine for now. I mean, like I said, he is a very difficult hero to kill, but he can't really stop a tri lane from pushing, as the pushing is going to continue. But this time on the mid lane, they will have to kill the Morphling to do so, which is going to be their goal. It will be 3 versus 2. We have the Shadow Demon looking for a setup for a gank as well. It is nighttime, so Rubik does not see Shadow Demon there. And they don't see him here, so we'll see how this is going to go. I do think that Balsam is probably knowing what is going to be going on, because they're missing all the heroes on that one lane. And now it's the time to go. It's Weeform is on cooldown, Gush going off, another stun, and that is going to be a kill. It's just a very, very easy kill. Rubik just able to take that one. I mean, the top tier 1 tower did drop in that time, but they're going to take a tier 1 tower in return, and they are ahead of tower, so they're happy just pushing this one. And they're not even going to be able to... actually, they are going to be able to defend this tower as well. I mean, it will get harassed, but I don't think it will drop. We'll see, though. This tower will definitely drop, though. That is something. And here comes the Chen moving towards the top lane. They have a Ravage. No, they don't have a Ravage. 60 seconds off cooldown. So they can't really take the team fight if they wanted to, with a Ravage at least. But they might still want to go for this. Beastmaster does not have any mana. Takes it. Gosh, takes an Anchor Smash. Is going to try to run away faster. Soul Catcher landing on the tide on the Burst Strike up on the Sand King. Sorry, Burst Strike from the Sand King up on the Beastmaster, and it's gonna be the Shadow Demon that's able to TP out because the stun was from the strike was already used. So they only get the Beastmaster on return, but still a great kill to have. Beastmaster, who has been pretty high on those last hits, so getting him shut down is a good thing to do. And with that advantage on this lane, they're gonna try to push down the last tier 1 tower, still standing on the Radiant side, and they are doing a good job with pushing. I mean, we're gonna check out the gold graph, 1.5k in favor right now. The main difference, the reason why this is not more, because you would expect with 2 towers in favor it would be more, but the reason it's not more is that they have been on the tri lane with the 3 of them, just, you know, not getting as much farm as Copenhagen Wolves is. And that Morphling is really doing a good job. So I can... This pushing is exactly what Gamers League should do. Roar going off on Leshrac, Gush hitting up on the Beastmaster, Burst like Epicenter on the Sand King, and this is gonna be 2 kills for them. Jen taking 1, Tidehunter taking another. This is actually 3 kills because Enigma was there as well. Nice job getting him down. And that is gonna be not a very good counter push from Copenhagen Wolves. They still want the Sand King. Is it gonna be a weave form through? There's not yet. There could be now though if he wants to. There he goes. Picked up the kill of the Sand King in the meantime, and with his haste rune trying to back away from that one. Self going up on the Shadow Demon, and they are able to defend their tower, picking up 1 kill in return, but losing 3. That is just something that is... I could say it's probably worth it though, with Morphling getting a kill. That is probably worth it, but still, losing 3 in the meantime, that is just not what they wanted to do. We do still have now, we have a black hole upon the Enigma, so we will see, hopefully, that being used soon, as Ravage was used there, by the way, by the Tidehunter, which apparently missed. Shame on me for that one. And, yeah, well, like I said, I mean, there is huge teamfight potential upon Gamers League. Oh, Malefice going off. Leshrac in some trouble, being outnumbered here by far. We form through, and it's Morphling once again that picks up the kill. And that is something that you can't let happen. This is the ticking time bomb for Gamers League. This is the hero that they're fighting against with pushing down these towers. They need to get that gold up on their heroes to get those starter items to be able to out-farm the Radiant team, and in particularly the Morphling, because the Morphling is going to be their hard carry for Copenhagen Wolves and could still change everything around that's being happening right now. Tier 1 tower getting pressured, and I mean they can't really afford themselves to get pressured. Blink Dagger up on the Sand King, we did see that in the previous fight, I believe, as let's see some other items that the heroes have, which I have not been paying that much attention to. Shame on me. We've got a Rubik who has got not that much. I mean, he has had a pretty tough mid lane. He was able to get the experience mostly, but he did not die. That's basically all you can ask for a 2 versus 1 lane with that Shadow Demon there. So good job with that one. And yeah, he picked up his boots. And to be fair, just something that you have to note. He actually morphed out of all of his agility because he stole the morph from the Morphling. That's something that we see a lot of Rubiks do, which is actually a great thing because he will keep that strength until he dies. So hopefully for him he won't die with that. But yeah, with the Rubik you need level 6, and basically after that you only need level 11 again, because of course your own spells are important as well, but you will be able to steal the spells from your opponents and you'll get the level that your opponent has. So if your opponent has a level 4 spell, you're gonna get that level 4 spell regardless of your own level, and that is some advantage that you should not forget. And TP out from the Puck, who did not want to be caught out like this, and he would be otherwise probably be dead with the Sand King there, as well as the Rubik. And they are thinking about that push again. I mean, Leshrac here as well. That's just something they need. They need to continue to keep the pressure on those towers and take the team fight as they come with that Tidehunter, of which the Ravage is back up again. We do have the Sand King moving back towards the middle lane because the Copenhagen Wolves is pressuring down the mid tower. They can't let these towers be pushed. Their advantage is... Oh. Whoa. Hello, failed. With your epicenter, didn't really hit anything though. And tier 1 tower gonna get protected here. We do have a Dream Call, a Shrek, Hand of God going through. Telekinesis, Beastmaster might be in some trouble, but still Roar going up on the Rubik. Beastmaster is gonna try to kill off the Rubik. The Shrek has already been sent home. There comes the Enigma as well. And it's gonna be Rubik that's still gonna be on the run, but he stole the orb! And he will be safe! Nice steal! Definitely nice steal. Something that, you know, you praise Puck for being an escape hero, but yeah, with that Rubik, with that steal, I mean, he's just gonna be able to do the exact same thing, so great steal for that one. To see a Soul Catcher up on the Sand King, who still has a lot of mana, but won't have his epicenter burst. Like, gosh, the Beastmaster still in a lot of trouble, will get picked off here, as we see Morphling picking up the Rubik still. And he is on the back foot as he is being chased down by 4 heroes. Edith's going through as well. He's going to weak form through and going to be trying to get help from his team. Who gets help from his team? We have the Chen going down. Black Hole being casted. Catches all 3 remaining heroes of Gamers League. Look at the damage going through. Ravage will still go off. Kills off the Enigma. Tylander on the run. Sand King already dropped. And Tylander still alive for now. But here comes the Puck as well. And he's going to take a double kill for that one. TP in from the Rubik. Sends through a Fade Bolt, but is not going to pick up any kill anymore. Great plays here by Copenhagen Wolves, managing to pick up actually a team wipe in total. Definitely nice, and the fight did give Tylander his Blink Dagger, so they will have 2 Blink Dagger initiated right now. That is, of course, something that will hurt Copenhagen Wolves regardless. Whoa, what's he doing? Morphing into everything into agility, so when he morphs back into strength, he will have all his HP. It's actually a way to get faster, your XP faster back. He picked up a Ghost Scepter, is going to go for that shotgun morphling, as they call it, for that ethereal blade upon him. And it is a good item to have right now. The knife will become the middle tower, but middle tower still goes down. So towers are still 1 tower ahead of Gamers League, but if we look at the gold, that's not really showing it that much. I mean, 1k, it is almost, it is the money of a tower, I guess, but still, it is not that much war going off. Fada in some trouble, Axis flying through, there will not be a wave for now. Hand of God going through, but will it be enough? That is going to be the question. Morphling a bit on the back foot, Blink out from the Tidehunter will keep him safe, and everybody of Copenhagen Wolves backs off again. That is the advantage of a Tidehunter. I mean, he is pretty farmed as well, and he is just, yeah. He's just going to be able to back out from that one. In the meantime, pressure on the tier 1 tower top lane still continues. Puck picking up a Blink Dagger here, by the way, so another Blink Dagger up, and this time up on the Radiant side, so they will have some initiation as well. And a successful defense once again for the tier 1 tower. Copenhagen Wolves, knowing that defending their towers is basically, for them, it is keeping the advantage, because without the towers, there's no chance, of course, for, or with the towers, there's no chance for Gamers League to push in to their base, and that is what they probably will want to do. I know, Captain Obvious, but they will want to do that before minute 30 or so, because basically after that time, it's going to be Morphling that is going to be so strong, and even though they do have a lot of disables, they don't have that much to stop them more from going through, unless they pick up some items to counter that, like for example with a Blink going off, for example with Sheep Sticks. Me from going through, Blink, oh nice one, Blinked away. Tower will still drop because there's only Puck here to defend it again, so the tower will drop in the end. Let's see if Copenhagen Wolves is gonna get something in return for that. It doesn't look like it, and the push continues. The push continues from Gamers League, and they want to go for this tier 2 tower. It looks like it. Nope. Backing off, too much risk. Of course, they're missing Enigma from the map, they're missing the Shadow Demon from the map, and, well, now only do they know that Morphling is not there, but he could, of course, TP to his illusion fairly fast, so
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Just too risky for them to go on that one. A ward being placed here by the Nino. It's not going to be able to counter with anything, because for the Dire side right now, there are no wards up, and it looks like the Nino is preparing for a Roshan push with these wards. Let's see if someone picked up an item to say that they are gonna no Medallion of Courage, for example, up on Copenhagen Wolves just yet, which might be an indication that they want to go for that. And it looks like Gamers League wants to go for an initiation, wants to go for pushing for a team fight. Gathering up here in this top lane once again. The only one that's not there is the Rubik, who does have a TP score. Won't be able to get that close though, but they do have the Sand King ultimate up, who is sitting there, and they have got the Ravage as well. They're just waiting for Copenhagen Wolves to push in. But then again, Copenhagen Wolves know that they're not in the advantage in the team fight right now. I mean, they've got the black hole, that's fine, but with a black hole, you can't just walk in there and start doing it at this stage of the game. I mean, you gotta either have a Blink Dagger, because as soon as you start walking there, it's gonna be for Gamers League. It's gonna be like there's an Enigma coming, and he wants to do a black hole. So everybody spreads out. You're not gonna be able to get anything done that way. So you won't see them initiate just yet, unless there is a really obvious initiate for that Morphling. Getting some harassment here, is going to try to reform his way out of this one. Still has some mana to weak for the strength if he wants it, but he is going to be safe, and the Gamers League does not want to chase that one. In the meantime, we do have an initiation. Dream Coil, Hand of God, Roar, Leshrac, in some trouble, Axis, there's the last hit, Beastmaster taking the last hit, Burrow Strike up on the Shadow Demon, Epicenter being casted. Wants to go for that Beastmaster, but Beastmaster being pretty tanky there. He is going to be fine. Blink out from the... Oh, Blink in! Sorry, Blink in from the Tidehunter, doing his ravage, killing off the Beastmaster, killing off the Puck, and Sand King, who blinked himself out of that one, burst right back in and taking one of the kills for himself. And this will be a tier 2 tower for Gamers League, because there's nobody here to left to defend this. Kind of an overextension from Copenhagen Wolves. I mean, like I said, they did not really have a team fight, and they should not have gone there. Probably, I just need to take a sip of water. I will see this tower going down, and probably Gamers League backing off afterwards. It's gonna actually be a TP for the Sand King towards the bottom lane that got harassed. Tier 1 tower, they're dropped, so now it's 2 towers in favor still of the Dire side, and I'm really gonna take a sip of water now. So I'll be quiet for a second, which you might be able to enjoy as well. There we go. And yeah, several wards are still up here. We are gonna see if they're gonna be wards. 5 observer wards in Leshrak's inventory. That is a lot of observer wards. And he's gonna make sure that there's plenty of map coverage to go around. As well, these wards might indicate that they want to go for a bottom lane push, even though it might just be one to see where everybody is, of course. And this ward will be countered if they're gonna be in time, which they're not. They do see it being placed, but there goes the counter ward, so they won't counter it just yet. In the meantime, we're gonna check out the gold per minute. Stun landing upon Balsam, but he'll be fine. He'll be fine indeed. Ward being placed. But yeah, check out the gold per minute. The gold per minute basically says what strategy versus what strategy it is. It is team fight versus hard carry. Team fight from the Tidehunter and Sand King versus the Morphling hard carry. We're gonna see which one is victorious. On the gold per minute, it's actually gonna be the Morphling that is farming most. He has got Ethereal Blade complete now as well. He won't be able to kill off the Tidehunter with that, but he might be able to kill off the Leshrac with that Sand King. Getting put into a disruption, getting a Soul Catcher as well. Shadow Demon in a lot of trouble, and actually Sand King did not get put in a disruption because it was off cooldown, so Tidehunter was a disruption. Still, Shadow Demon going down to the Sand King, who got on his last hit. Still, ward going down, so not all in vain. And Morphling finding the Leshrac might actually morph to his... no, it was his own illusion, so he can't do that. And yeah, we gotta see probably Morphling trying to look for some kills, because Leshrac will be very perceptible for that. The Chen will be perceptible for that. Actually, we do see the Chen going down there, and that was probably Ethereal Blade, and Morphling just killing him off at the same time that Sand King killed off that Shadow Demon. So yeah, Chen is a good target for that Ethereal Blade. And just like Leshrac. And we're gonna see Gamers League trying to go for Roshan, which they probably are able to take unless there's gonna be, well, there is a ward, so I do see them going there, but I don't think they're gonna be in time. We see Roshan being taken now very far already, even though Gamers League is a bit hesitant to stay here, as they know they're being caught out. They know the counter ward was there, so but there's probably a ward up for them. In the meantime, Enigma clearing off the tier 2 tower on the top lane. That might be something that they want to trade for this Roshan, thinking, okay, you know what, you can have your Aegis, and we're just gonna continue pressuring these towers. Nice counter wards from the Shadow Demon, who's just keeping those counter wards going and those wards going as well. A bit better than Leshrac, who had 5 wards in his inventory, now has 2 left. Orb going through, they definitely know he's there. But do they really want to go for that? They have not got the Enigma anywhere close, so no black hole for them just yet. But that orb actually scared them off a lot. Wow, that was an Ethereal Blade up on the Tidehunter. So Morphling doing something there. He is out of mana now though. And Roshan's still alive. Hawk helping out with the vision. And Gamers League wants to go for this. They have a Ravage. They have got an Epicenter. They could definitely go for this. If the team fight will be pressured, it will. I do not know who's gonna win. It will definitely depend on positioning, on control, and in the meantime, though, it will also depend on if the Enigma is there for Copenhagen Wolves. Enigma who's pressuring down the tier 3 tower, forces out a TP from the Leshrac. But still, the rest of Gamers League all around this Roshan pit still. I mean, Roshan's still very low. And Copenhagen Wolves don't want to leave it alone either. We have a copy from the Beastmaster. He's gonna get a lot of harassment, but will be fine. Beastmaster himself is clearing out some creeps. And we do have a blink on that right now, so they do know that it is a fake. Morphling, I mean, that's the power of the Morphling. He will be able to continue, and there we go, he morphs to his target. He will be able to continue his farm with that replicate up. And it does look like Gamers League are giving up for now up on the Roshan. We still have the Shadow Demon standing around, though, for that Roshan. So, who placed the ward over here. And we will see them. Oh, donkey. Oh, that's the right one. I'm not sure. I mean, the next Roshan will be a team fight, I think, unless one of the teams is just gonna give up, which they might just do. Nice ward, this is. I mean, he knew that there were counter wards of Malefice going off. Harassment only on the Rubik. But yeah, ward here and not here, purely because he knew there was a counter ward here. And I don't. It does catches him. It catches him on the edge. Unlucky. Unlucky. And yeah, they still want to go counter ward for counter ward. They want this Roshan so bad. I mean, it would be a great item to have for the Morphling. Morphling will pick up an ultimate orb. Curious to see if he's gonna go for a Eye of Skadi or if he's actually gonna go for Mantis Style first. Telekinesis, Morphling in a bit of trouble now. And he's gonna weave from himself through and should be fine for now. It still gets slowed heavily also by the tornado, is just being plain annoying. And they're still hanging around here. They're still waiting for this team fight. Leshrac might be picked out here. Malefice going off. Silence as well. Orb going through. Hand of God going through as well. Leshrac will be picked up here. Well, Stick Charge is keeping him alive for now. Still, last hit goes to the puck, and they want to go for this puck. Weave from through. Here comes the Morphling. Morphling actually going towards his, well, actually going back. Actually, was it? Sorry, it wasn't Morphling. It was Rubik with his waveform. Confusing, because that is the Morphling illusion right there. Leshrac actually being forced to buy back, because if this is gonna be going into a team fight, it might be a very decisive team fight, at least decisive for who gets the Roshan. There's still Morphling continuing his farm while his team fights, and while he still has he doesn't actually have his replicate up anymore. So that is something that he has to take into account. He is gonna take longer to get to Roshan if this is indeed gonna be going into a fight, and they're still waiting for it. They are still waiting for that fight at Roshan. I mean, Gamers League are looking for the perfect initiation, are looking for that perfect Ravage to follow up with the Epicenter. Epicenter who's gonna be enforced, enforced? Yeah. At least it's gonna be more powerful soon with Aghanim being built, and now they're going for Roshan. And here comes the rest of Copenhagen Wolves. They have to have some time to get everybody there, though. The tornado giving some nice vision there. Ethereal Blade, Chen, weaveforming through. Unstoppable Morphling, and he just picks up the kill and continues being on his way. Enigma there. This is like a perfect place for Enigma to get a good black hole, and if they indeed continue to go for this Roshan, which they don't, because they know that getting caught in a black hole there could very well be their end. And Morphling in the meantime TPing towards the bottom lane, gonna get some farm here, will be able to TP to his illusion soon and just pick up farm in the meantime. I mean, that's just the power of the Morphling. It's so very annoying to deal with. And yeah, we still have Gamers League not being able to do anything. And let's just take a look at the gold graph, because this should not come as a surprise. It's being fairly even, but still in favor of the Radiant team, purely because they are farming way more in the meantime than the Dire side is. I mean, one tower that they managed to get up on the top lane. Telekinesis, Shadow Demon, Burrow Strike, he will go down. Tidehunter picking up the last hits, just out of position. I should not have been there, really. Should definitely not have been there. But still, Roshan being less alone for now. There is a Hawk there scouting it out, should they want to go for that again. But yeah, I mean, they're just looking for a team fight. Because like I said, I mean, really, this game is about a team fight versus the hard carry. So far, if they're not going to be able to get a team fight, then it's obvious that the hard carry is going to win this fight, right? And Gamers League is still just looking for a team fight, but if they go off too aggressive, then they might get caught out by the black hole, and then, you know, then their team fight would be not as successful as they want it to be. So it's really a question of waiting for that right entry, waiting for that Ravage, waiting for the timing to for them to be able to go for something like that and still be in the advantage after the Ravage and the Epicenter go off. And they are going towards the bottom lane. Do you have a smoke or something? No mechanism up on the Chen. We have got Rubik picking up a cloak as well as an ultimate orb. Curious to see what he's going to go for. If he's going to go for a Scythe of Ice. Because like I said, I mean, that is something that they need to have. They need to have those disables. And the Scythe of Ice would be a very good one for that one. Tidehunter going for a hood is probably gonna go for a pipe afterwards, just to be able to withstand a bit more of the magical damage coming out from the Radiant team, which is of course not just the black hole or the puck orb, but maybe also an ethereal blade that might come off from the Morphling. Morphling, who's just continuing his farm. I mean, check out his gold per minute, 462 gold per minute. He's just been able to farm continuously while still being there, or being fairly close to there, if they wanted to go for a team fight. This is a fake Enigma. I wonder if they know that. Sun latches. Doesn't latch, hasn't hit. He was out of there. Axes, just harassment. Kill them off. And now Morphling, actually it's pretty good. Morphling has to come back now to make a new replicate to make sure that he is indeed gonna be able to be there still, and you have a Mantis completed up on that Morphling as well. So he will have that in the next team fight. And Gamers League, I mean, they have not been able to farm that much since since they started trying to go for Roshan. We do have the Aghanim Scepter completed up on a Sand King. Mechanism goes off. They want to go for this push in. Let's see if they're gonna be able to get. They should be able to get the tower, especially with the Edict at level 4. But Fortification is still on there. So it might be Copenhagen Wolves that are going to be able to defend it, but we'll see if the team fight will be pressured. If they want to go in for this, if they want to dive this tower, they could be diving this tower or going through from the Rubik. Just harassing. Sand King waiting for a good epicenters, just standing on the sidelines there. There we go, Blinking Ravage hits on 2. We do have Shadow Demon being the one person to get initiated on. It goes down. Epicenter takes down the Enigma, uses this mechanism. Roar going off on the Jet, who goes down to the Morphling. Buyback from the Enigma, still wants to do his black hole. Tidon in a lot of trouble. Will get picked off here. Double kill by the Morphling, who picks up. Well, Puck actually gets the last up on the Shrek. We do still have Sand King on the way out. Burr striking. There will be a wave for him up against Toon, but he blinks up to the high ground. Should be fine in the meantime. Who is not going to be fine is going to be this Rubik, who will drop here. 4 heroes down. Triple kill for the Puck. 4 heroes down on the side of the Gamers League, and that is just something for Copenhagen Wolves. I mean, if you can withstand the team fight that's coming out from a team that is going for that team fight, then basically you have taken such a big advantage, and it was just a bit overextension. And right now, with this team fight being taken down by Copenhagen Wolves eventually, even though it did cost them a buyback, and they did still use the black hole there, but we will see. It will take some time before they're gonna try that again. Let's just put it that way. Sand King invisibility rune. Almost looked like they saw him, and they didn't. But yeah, it will take a while, definitely. Maleficent. Oh, the Sentry Ward up on the lower ground. Monster kill. That Sentry just being able to do its job. And check out the Sand King. Nice one. And the Ethereal Blade, of course, able to pick him up. And yeah, well, like I said, Copenhagen Wolves are not in that much of a rush. They know, like, okay, we know what, we got the Morphling, we got this late game, that's fine. That's, you know, perfectly fine.
Roshan has
For Gamers League, it's different. They feel some kind of pressure. They know that the late game is probably gonna be in the hands of the Morphling, so they need to find some advantage in the fight, picking off the heroes like the Shadow Demon that they have picked off quite a bit now. Put himself in the disruption though. Roar going up on the Rubik, 5 going up there as well. There will not be a Ravage just yet. The Hand of God going through. The Shrek already dead. It's gonna be Rubik that's gonna be on the run here from 3 heroes from Copenhagen Wolves. There's a blink here from the Enigma, and they want to go for that. Morphling gets a kill, gets a double kill for that one, and that is just 2 kills just picked up. And that was only almost at the price for Shadow Demon, but Shadow Demon being able to keep himself alive, putting himself in the disruption till the Cavalier came from the rest of his team. And this is gonna be a signal for Copenhagen Wolves to push in. I mean, they're gonna wait until Gamers League pushes in and tries to force a team fight, use their epicenter and Ravage. And then if they win that fight, they will continue to push on their own. Or like this, I mean, the Ravage and the epicenter were down as well, and it was Gamers League that wanted to go for a kill, but they just lost 2 heroes for that. So tier 2 tower getting picked up very fast for that one. Still a tower in favor of Gamers League right now, but we see the gold graph. I mean, check that out. Really, that is just painful. And this is just the standoff. This, from this till this, is a standoff for Roshan mostly. Well, maybe from here. And then there's Copenhagen Wolves taking the team fight, taking Roshan, and taking 2 kills to boot. So this is just the time that Morphling has been gotten to free farm, while the rest was dancing around Roshan, hoping that there would be a team fight. But there was no team fight, so that was just not happening. Blinking, Burrow Strike, Morphling into Strength, should be fine. It's gonna be able to weave form to the side. Yep, over the edge. Sand King will probably builds towards a Veil of Discord, something that they need. They need to make those team fight abilities more powerful than they are right now. They don't have the hard carry. Team fights is what they are built for. Disables, follow-up disables, and the Rubik still has his orb. He's got 2100 gold for him now as well. I do think he's going to go for the cheap stick. I'm hoping to see more people going for the cheap stick. Leshrac is actually building towards the BKB, but we saw this build, we saw this item on him last time also, and he does not have that much farm. It's just something that is very hard for him to get, apparently. Tidehunter picking up a pipe, so having that completed up on him. Let's see what the rest has. Chen still has nothing but a mechanism, and we see the gold per minute. We see Beastmaster and Shadow Demon being lower than all 5 of, than 2 and 3 of the heroes from Gamers League, but the gold difference is just so big right now, and most of that is going to be in the Morphling. It is just not a favorable situation to be in. For Gamers League to be able to do something about this right now, I mean, they need to have that perfect team fight, and standing around here is not giving them anything. Maybe something like a smoke gank, trying to go for a smoke gank, maybe not on a Morphling, because that will not be the best target to go for right now. But going for a hero that they, not the Shadow Demon either, but some hero that will have a team impact, like an Enigma. Oh, pipe up. They actually want to go in for this now, but Morphling, he is still able to go back towards this puck if he wants to, which he probably should as well. There he goes, Morphling back. Pipe up still on the dire side. Do they still want to go for this? I don't think so. Now that they see the Morphling that is here, it's like, okay, you know what? We don't have the advantage anymore. Let's back off for now. And they do back off, even though they leave the Sand King alone. Sand King was smoked up there. And looks like, yeah, Copenhagen Wolves wants to get some heroes on the return. They're gonna try to find Leshrac, and Leshrac will be sent home, so that will be something. Ravage, Blinken, Enigma, Burrow Strike, Epicenter. That's Enigma going down. That's also gonna be Beastmaster going down, but Morphling still able to pick up the Chen. We did to see with this Ethereal Blade. The Shadow Demon is in trouble here too, puts himself in a disruption, saving his life. It's gonna be Shadow Demon that gets a kill on the Tidehunter. There goes Morphling, but he had an Aegis, so he will be back up again shortly. Roar going off on the Sand King, Beastmaster who bought back, and that's gonna be an Ethereal Blade. Actually, no, that was just an Adaptive Strike, killing up the Sand King. Shadow Demon will be fine. Axis will fly through, and once again, needing a buyback from Copenhagen Wolves, getting 3 kills in return, and Leshrac was sent home, could not do anything anymore in that fight, and Rubik, who was on the top lane already, did not do anything in that fight either. I mean, the Burrow Strike, the Blink, it was just close to perfect. The Epicenter in there as well. I mean, they did get a lot done, but they were not all by themselves anymore. And those are the kind of kills that Copenhagen Wolves, that Gamers League should still be able to get. They should still try to go for stuff like, you know what, if they are gonna be trying to go for team fight and then pretend to be back off and then, you know, set up for a gank. That would be a perfect team fight, as we saw the Sand King do. He came in from the side and nobody still knew that he was still there. And that would have been perfect if they were all 5 there. That's the most perfect setup that you can wish for. Even though the Ravage did not hit anything, everybody. Sorry, did of course hit the Beastmaster as well as the Morphling as well as the Enigma. So that was actually pretty perfect for them if they would have gone for that. But they were outnumbered and were not able to take the last couple hits up on the heroes that were very, very low. Let's see in the meantime the levels. Wow, look at that. Morphling level 22 and Leshrac. I mean, Leshrac, okay, he's playing a support here. We knew that, a support-ish role rather. But he is really having a hard time. He's level 10. He is 12 levels lower than the Morphling. And imagine that being Ethereal Blade. It's just pretty painful. He is almost completed with his BKB, and I say almost, but we did see him taking ages for that Minthor Hammer to be up, and still now needs about 1k to pick up that recipe for the BKB. But it is just something. I mean, those levels don't lie. It's just gonna be this Morphling is really farmed. He picked up an Eye of Skadi, picked up a Helm of the Dominator as well. As I don't know what he's doing with it. He actually sells it just now. So he doesn't want to have that one anymore, as he probably knows that Roshan is actually not being a backup against shortly. And they want to go for this again. They want to go. They have the Ravage, they have an Epicenter, and they don't have the Morphling. Morphling is nowhere close, and he does not have a TP, as in, he does have a TP, but he does not, he's not able to go back to his replica form. Edict doing some damage on the tier 3 tower. He'll be going for that again. Scythe of Vice up on the puck, probably blinking. Ravage! There goes the stun up on the puck, already be putting disruption, so we'll be alive for a little while longer. Roar going off on the Chen. It's gonna be the Tidehunter that's gonna put in the black hole, 3-man black hole, and there goes the Tide. There goes the Chen, as well as the Leshrac. 3 heroes down for the Gamers League, and it's gonna be Rubik that's gonna be alive here still. Gets picked up, triple kill for the Morphling. GG, well played, coming out. It was the Sand King that was already back to base because he already blinked in, epicentered, and was being sent back home to the Chen. And we will see a second game between these two teams. The tactic from Gamers League just did not work out. I mean, we saw them going for those team fights, we saw them waiting for that perfect team fight, but they did not get that one. It was the strategy that they were going for, but the strategy with the Morphling worked out better. They just were able to take that a lot more convincingly. And the black hole there, of course, giving some team fight to Wolves as well, made it able for them to compete with that team fight potential from the Dire side.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
And yeah, we will see a game 2 between these two teams, so don't go anywhere. We'll just be waiting for the throne to explode, which is too shortly because everybody disconnected. My name is Sheever. Please follow me on YouTube, youtube.com/SheeverGaming, so go subscribe to that one. If you want to know more about GosuLeague, GosuLeague, this was a match for GosuLeague Division 1. If you want to know more about that, go to gosugamers.net/Dota2, and on the top left of the page, you'll see a link saying GosuLeague Division 1. There's also Division 2 if you want to find out more information about that one, but there you will find all your information about standings, about everything. And I just noticed that I have to turn on a light. Anyway, be right back.